Hey Stoics, have you ever noticed how some men seem to effortlessly connect with women, while others often feel confused and frustrated? What if I told you that the key to understanding women and love isn't found in manipulation or grand gestures, but rather in embracing ancient Stoic principles? This isn't about playing games or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about recognizing the deep emotional needs and desires that women often don't express. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll gain valuable insights into the female psyche and learn how to form meaningful connections without compromising your true self. Let's dive in, and don't forget to subscribe to Mindful Stoicism and hit the bell for more insights. Emotional connection. Over words. In relationships, we often hear that communication is crucial. And while that's true, the most important kind goes beyond just words. For women, emotional connection often speaks louder than spoken language. How a man listens, responds, and remains present plays a far greater role in forming a bond than simply knowing what to say. Women are naturally intuitive and emotionally attuned, picking up on feelings that aren't verbalized. They sense the energy in a room, read body language, and notice unspoken emotions. When men focus solely on the literal content of a conversation, they risk missing these deeper layers. To truly connect, it's essential to look beyond words and engage with the emotional currents in your interactions. One of the best ways to foster this connection is through presence. Being fully engaged means more than just hearing her. It's about truly listening. Many men mistakenly feel the need to offer solutions during conversations, but often women simply want someone who can be there for them emotionally, listening without judgment and without rushing to fix things. This allows her to feel deeply understood. Being present also means embracing silence. While it might seem counterintuitive in our fast-paced world, sometimes silence can speak volumes. When you can share a quiet moment, letting emotions and thoughts unfold naturally, it shows emotional strength and confidence. Stoicism teaches us that we can't control external events, but we can control our reactions. By not overreacting or dominating conversations, you create a space for genuine emotional expression. The beauty of emotional connection is that it often transcends words. A woman might not remember exactly what you said, but she will remember how you made her feel, whether she felt understood, valued, and emotionally supported. When she feels free to express herself without fear of judgment, that's where true bonds are formed. Emotional intelligence becomes incredibly attractive. A man who can read and respond to emotions, both his own and hers, demonstrates maturity and understanding. Security and freedom. In relationships, women often seek two seemingly contradictory things: security and freedom. These emotional needs are vital for a lasting connection, but it's essential to know how to provide both without losing balance. Let's start with security. It goes beyond financial stability. It's about emotional safety. Women crave the assurance that they can trust you with their feelings, that you'll be there in tough times, and that you're a stable presence in their lives. A Stoic man embodies this security through consistency and emotional control. Emotional security is fostered when a woman feels safe sharing her vulnerabilities, knowing she won't be judged or dismissed. Now, on to freedom. This means allowing her to be her true self without feeling stifled. It doesn't imply becoming distant. Instead, it's about giving her the space to pursue her interests and friendships. A healthy relationship thrives when both individuals can grow alongside each other, rather than becoming enmeshed and losing their identities. Stoicism teaches men not to cling or be needy, allowing them to remain secure within themselves. A man who can confidently grant his partner space demonstrates immense emotional strength. This independence shows that you're not seeking validation from her, which is highly respected. Women appreciate men who encourage their growth and autonomy, knowing that you'll be a steady presence when needed. This dynamic fosters a powerful bond, allowing her to approach you willingly rather than out of obligation. The power of vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood in relationships. Many men believe showing any weakness will lead to a loss of respect, especially from women. However, when expressed appropriately, vulnerability can significantly deepen emotional connections. Women are drawn to emotional authenticity. When they sense a man's genuine openness, it can create a profound bond. It's important to distinguish vulnerability from emotional instability or neediness. In the Stoic sense, vulnerability isn't about constantly sharing your fears or seeking reassurance. Rather, it involves sharing aspects of yourself, your hopes, struggles, and dreams, without losing control over your emotions. A Stoic man reveals his vulnerabilities in a way that fosters connection without seeking pity. Imagine sharing a story about a time you faced challenges, focusing on how you grew stronger from the experience. This approach allows you to demonstrate your humanity while showcasing resilience. Women are attracted to men who own their vulnerabilities, as it reflects confidence. When done right, vulnerability signals that, while you're not invincible, you can handle life's challenges. This kind of vulnerability invites deeper connections but must be balanced. Admitting moments of doubt or failure doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. Yet, rather than dwelling in negativity, show how those experiences shaped you. This vulnerability conveys depth and authenticity, allowing women to see you for who you truly are, ultimately earning their respect. Emotional self-control. Finally, one of the most undervalued qualities in attraction is emotional self-control. In a world where emotions can run high, the ability to remain calm and composed is incredibly appealing to women. Stoicism, with its emphasis on mastering one's emotions, offers a framework that makes this control not only achievable, but desirable. When tensions rise, a man's response can greatly affect the relationship dynamics. A quick temper might escalate conflicts, while a calm, measured response brings stability and reassurance. This calmness is refreshing amidst emotional storms, and women often test a man's emotional resilience during such moments. By responding with composure, you demonstrate emotional strength and the capacity to handle pressure. This ability to remain centered not only enhances the relationship, but also fosters a deeper connection built on trust and mutual respect. Have you ever noticed how some men effortlessly connect with women, while others struggle to understand their needs and emotions? What if I told you that the key to comprehending the psychology of women and love isn't rooted in manipulation or clever tactics, but in embracing timeless Stoic principles? This journey is about genuine understanding and self-mastery, not about playing games or putting on a facade. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll gain profound insights into women's minds and learn how to build meaningful connections that honor your true self. Let's dive in, but first, don't forget to subscribe to Mindful Stoicism and hit the bell for more enriching content. Emotional connection over words. In the realm of relationships, we often hear that communication is key. While this is undeniably true, it's essential to recognize that the most impactful communication transcends mere words. For many women, emotional connection speaks volumes louder than any sentence could convey. Women possess a remarkable intuition, allowing them to pick up on unspoken feelings, body language, and the emotional currents in the room. When a man focuses solely on the literal content of a conversation, he risks missing out on these deeper layers of connection. To truly connect, you need to go beyond verbal exchanges and engage with the emotions that lie beneath. One effective method for establishing this deeper connection is through presence. This means not just hearing her words, but truly listening. Many men mistakenly believe that they must provide solutions during conversations, when in reality, women often just want someone who can be there for them emotionally. By listening without judgment and allowing her to express herself freely, you create a sense of being understood on a profound level. Embracing silence is equally vital. In a culture that prizes constant communication, sharing a quiet moment can be incredibly powerful. It conveys emotional strength and confidence, demonstrating that you're comfortable in the moment. This silence can serve as a sanctuary, allowing both partners to reflect and connect without the pressure of conversation. Stoicism teaches us that we cannot control external events, but we can control our reactions. This principle applies to communication as well. By not overreacting or dominating conversations, you create a safe space where emotions can be expressed and understood naturally. Remember, it's often how you make her feel that matters most. Security and freedom in relationships. In romantic relationships, women often desire two seemingly contradictory things: security and freedom. Understanding how to provide both is essential for cultivating a deep connection. Security encompasses more than just financial stability. It's fundamentally about emotional safety. Women want to feel they can trust you with their innermost thoughts and feelings, knowing you'll be a stable presence during challenging times. A Stoic man embodies this security by being consistent, dependable, and emotionally controlled. Emotional security flourishes when a woman knows she can share her vulnerabilities without fear of judgment or rejection. Conversely, women also crave freedom, the autonomy to be their authentic selves. This doesn't mean distancing themselves. Rather, it's about allowing them to pursue their passions and interests without feeling constrained. A confident man encourages her individuality and growth, signaling that he is secure in himself and does not view her success as a threat. Striking this balance between security and freedom fosters a healthy relationship dynamic. When a woman feels both safe and free, she can express herself fully, leading to deeper emotional connections and mutual respect. The power of vulnerability. Vulnerability is often misunderstood, especially among men who fear it might diminish their respect or perceived strength. However, when expressed appropriately, vulnerability can significantly deepen emotional connections. Women are drawn to authenticity and openness. They appreciate men who can show their true selves, imperfections, and all. A Stoic man can share his struggles and growth without seeking pity or validation, showcasing strength and resilience. For instance, when discussing challenges or setbacks, he can acknowledge his feelings while highlighting the lessons learned. This approach demonstrates humanity and strength, making him more relatable. Vulnerability shouldn't devolve into neediness or emotional instability. Rather, it should reveal layers of experience while maintaining emotional balance. When you express vulnerability, it invites deeper connections, allowing women to see you as genuine and strong. The attractiveness of emotional self-control. Emotional self-control is one of the most underrated yet compelling qualities a man can possess. In emotionally charged situations, a man who remains calm and collected brings stability and comfort, which is incredibly attractive to women. This quality signals strength, maturity, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. Emotional self-control means not reacting impulsively to stressors or challenges. Instead, it involves taking a step back, analyzing the situation, and responding thoughtfully. This demonstrates that you're in command of your emotions, which creates a safe space for a woman amidst chaos. When the world feels turbulent, having a partner who can maintain his composure is a reassuring presence. Stoic philosophy emphasizes that while we can't control external events, we can control our responses. A Stoic man understands that he cannot dictate someone else's emotional state, but he can maintain control over his own. This principle applies beautifully in relationships, as it fosters a sense of security and trust. Moreover, emotional self-control isn't about suppressing feelings or being cold. It's about managing and directing emotions productively. When emotions are well managed, a man can still be empathetic, kind, and understanding, qualities that women deeply appreciate. The difference lies in the fact that these emotions stem from a place of inner strength rather than emotional instability. A Stoic man doesn't shut down his feelings, he channels them wisely, creating a balance between emotional availability and strength. This combination of emotional self-control and empathy makes a man stand out. Women are naturally drawn to men who provide this calm presence, as it signals maturity, confidence, and leadership. The art of giving. Without expectation. One of the most profound insights in both Stoicism and relationships is the art of giving without expecting anything in return. In a modern world often driven by transactional relationships, the ability to give selflessly stands out as a rare and precious quality. Women can sense when gestures are motivated by hidden agendas. When a man gives with strings attached, whether consciously or unconsciously, it creates a subtle tension that can lead to feelings of obligation. This dynamic can breed resentment or mistrust, as she may feel that every kind gesture comes with an invisible price tag. In contrast, when a man gives freely out of genuine care and compassion, it builds a fundamentally different dynamic. It communicates that his value is independent of external rewards and that he's not seeking to control or manipulate her through his actions. This approach cultivates a sense of genuine connection, where both partners feel valued for who they are, rather than what they can provide. Mastering this art involves understanding that love and generosity are most powerful when they come from a selfless place. A Stoic man recognizes that his acts of kindness and love should not be motivated by a need for reciprocity. When you give freely without keeping score, it creates a space for deeper trust and connection. Women notice this difference on a subconscious level. It's not the act itself that matters as much as the intention behind it. The willingness to give without expectation demonstrates emotional independence, showing that your sense of worth doesn't rely on external validation. This quality is incredibly attractive, as it signals that you're grounded in yourself, confident in who you are, and not dependent on others for your happiness. Building trust through consistency. Trust is the foundation upon which all meaningful relationships are built, especially in romantic contexts. For women, trust isn't merely about believing you won't betray them. It's about feeling secure enough to open up emotionally and be vulnerable. However, trust isn't built overnight or through grand gestures. It's developed slowly, steadily, and most importantly, through consistency. This is where the Stoic approach truly shines. Consistency means showing up day in and day out with the same level of integrity and reliability. It means that your actions match your words and that you are dependable in the small, everyday ways that count. Women naturally seek partners they can rely on, and this reliability creates a sense of emotional security. It tells them that this man will be there when needed, in both good times and bad. Demonstrating consistency starts with keeping your promises. If you say you'll do something, whether it's something as simple as being on time for a date, or something more significant like supporting her through a challenging situation, you need to follow through. Broken promises, even small ones, erode trust over time. Conversely, when a woman sees that you keep your word repeatedly, she begins to feel safe with you. Consistency is also about emotional stability. Stoicism teaches us to remain calm and composed regardless of external circumstances. In relationships, this translates to being emotionally steady. Women notice when a man can maintain his composure, especially during stressful or emotionally charged moments. If you can be patient and grounded when things aren't going well, it demonstrates that you are in control of yourself and your emotions. Another vital aspect of consistency is reliability over time. It's not enough to show up consistently for a week or two. It's about proving your dependability over the long term. A Stoic man is not swayed by temporary passions or distractions. He understands that trust is a long game, one that requires steady investment over time. This reliability builds a deep, unshakable foundation of trust, making women more likely to open their hearts and invest in the relationship. Respect is also crucial. Respect her feelings, opinions, and boundaries, and do so consistently. When a woman feels respected over time, she feels valued, which deepens her trust in you. This isn't about agreeing with her on everything, but maintaining a baseline of mutual respect that doesn't waver even during disagreements. In essence, consistency is the key that unlocks a woman's trust. It's a demonstration of your commitment, strength, and willingness to invest in the relationship. When she feels secure in your consistency, she's more likely to reciprocate with her own emotional investment. Independence breeds attraction. Independence is a highly attractive quality that signals self-sufficiency and emotional stability. It's not about being distant or unavailable. Rather, it's about having personal goals, passions, and a sense of purpose that don't rely on someone else's validation or approval. Women are naturally drawn to men who lead fulfilling lives outside of the relationship. This independence demonstrates that you are self-sufficient, which is incredibly appealing. When you are content and fulfilled on your own, it shows that you don't need someone else to complete you. Instead, you're seeking a partner to enhance your already rich life. A strong sense of purpose, whether it's related to your career, personal growth, hobbies, or creative pursuits, illustrates direction and vision. A man with his own path exudes an energy that draws others in. This independent spirit communicates that you have a life beyond the relationship, which fosters intrigue and excitement. However, balancing availability with space is also crucial. Being overly accommodating can diminish attraction. Women appreciate men who set boundaries and prioritize their time, as this creates a sense of mystery and excitement. when you're available but also have your own commitments. It signals that you're not desperate for attention, making you all the more desirable. Independence aligns perfectly with the Stoic principle of focusing on what's within your control. When you cultivate inner strength, resilience, and self-sufficiency, you become more grounded and less reactive. These qualities enhance your attractiveness, as women find themselves drawn to men who exhibit emotional maturity and stability. Furthermore, an independent man encourages a woman's independence too. When she sees that you support her passions and pursuits, it builds a mutual respect that enriches the relationship. You both grow as individuals, which ultimately strengthens the bond you share. Conclusion. Understanding the psychology of women in love isn't about manipulation or games. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. As a Stoic, you cultivate inner strength, emotional resilience, and purpose, qualities that women naturally respect and admire. By focusing on genuine emotional connection, providing security and freedom, embracing vulnerability, exercising emotional self-control, giving without expectation, building trust through consistency, and fostering independence, you create an environment ripe for deep and meaningful connections. If you found this video insightful, make sure to subscribe to Mindful Stoicism and hit the bell for more content like this. Remember, true mastery of relationships starts with mastering yourself. Stay strong, stay grounded, and always keep your emotions in check. Let's continue to grow together on this journey of self-discovery and emotional wisdom.